Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to your daily energy check. Today, as always, we're going to be looking at the energy of twin flames, but we will make an emphasis on the divine masculine collective. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do past, present, future spread for the masculine energy. And this will be useful both for the masculines watching and for the cross-watching divine feminines, because we'll see what do we need to know, like what is this significant event from their past, what has happened with the energy right now, and what's coming up, or at least what's on their conscious mind. You know, what are they going to be doing in the nearest future. I will start with an oracle message, of course, for both twins watching, because I know we'll have quite a lot of divine feminines watching here. And at the end, I'll post some messages from divine masculines to feminines. So let's see what we have here. Hope you guys are doing great. Feminines, your card is playing it safe, intention. So see how you may be limiting yourself. You see, like this is like her yard, you know, a terrace or something by her place, and she feels safe behind the fence and stuff. But there is bright and exciting future, you know, out there at the horizon, or even behind the horizon, somewhere on the other side of those hills. But you may be playing it safe, and to the point where you are not allowing yourself to go for something that excites you, that seems like something great, you know, that gives you thrill, that makes your eyes, you know, just like light up. So think about it carefully and see if there's anything you can do to give yourself that opportunity. Remember, we're talking about Neptune going into Aries for a couple of days now, and we are in that energy, and we are in Aries season, and you know, there are a few important planetary placements in Aries right now, so it all opens us up towards taking this decisive action. For masculines, we see a consciousness of lack. Oof. Yeah, so there is a certain synchronicity here, right? Of like having a limiting belief of like, I'm not enough or I don't have enough, right? Lack mentality can be both. So it's like both of them have limiting beliefs, but like they look different. But in either way, in each way, it's like you're preventing yourself from being great, from living your best life, you know, however you want to call it. Masculines, we'll take a closer look now at your energy, but I would just say that I also feel like there is a lot of regret. There is something here that has to do with the past. Like there is some kind of connection to the past that doesn't let you go, where you haven't received closure, and you keep thinking that, you know, either that terrible thing is going to happen again, or you know you did something wrong in the past and you think that I'm gonna be punished. Like I haven't received my punishment yet, so this can happen any moment, any day now. I'll lay out the cards and then I'll speak to them. So for the past, we have the Hermit, the Tower, wow, the Sun, oh my God. The present, Three of Swords, yes, Queen of Wands, and Eight of Swords. And then the future, we have Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords, and Three of Wands. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. Yeah, so there is this spark of creativity, of wanting to go for it, you know, that masculine machismo energy, that just like a go-getter energy of like, yes, I need to have, I don't know, this job, that girl, this house, that car, whatever it is, right? Which is in turn only intensifies this fear within. So you may feel like you're like kind of like going through the motions and you're saying or doing certain things that are kind of in alignment with that ambition, but deep down you have fears of this going wrong, or like you'll never get what you want, that kind of vibe. That's what I'm hearing for some of you at least. So let's look at the cards. We have 9, 16, 19. Interesting. So in the past, there were a lot of significant events in the masculine's life, which led you to believe, masculines, I'm going to be addressing you since this is a reading for you. It led you to believe that, you know, you can't do this alone, kind of thing. Like, yeah, you can you can give it your best try, but there's always a bigger power that's going to be at work and will decide. So on the one hand, it opened you up to healing certain trauma, certain pain, and, you know, especially when you were little and bad things were happening and you kept thinking, you know, this isn't fair to me, or like, why did I deserve this? Like, I didn't deserve this. Especially if you're religious and you're thinking, well, God is supposed to be merciful, right? Or there's supposed to be balance, you know, in the universal flow of things. And like, how come I'm going through so much pain and suffering? Now it's like it opened up doors for healing. But also there is a bit of a dangerous thought on the other end of this, is that says that basically I can do my best, I can try as hard as I want, but if the divine decides that it's not the time, or I'm not the person, or whatever it is, it's just not going to happen, right? And you've been hit probably with some shocking outcome more than once, where you felt like you've done your homework, you did your best, but it just wouldn't work out time after time after time. So this is like set in the background to what we're going to be talking now for the present and the future, right? So that means that this belief still lives on with you, and that's part of the landscape. For the current energy, we have 3 of Swords, Queen of Wands, and 8 of Swords. So yeah, there's a lot, and it actually mirrors the consciousness of lack that we saw. But it also tells me that it goes a lot deeper than, you know, material abundance, which it usually does. Because the material abundance is a reflection of what's going on internally. And we can see this here firsthand, right? Lack of confidence, heartbreak, heartache from past events. It could be from romantic partners, could even be from parents. There's definitely a feminine figure here, and this could be your divine feminine. This could be somebody. I have this message in my head that says somebody I trusted, like, you know, it's somebody I want to trust. Like, there is some kind of indecision here, like, how to even say it. No, I want to trust them. Like, I'm still hoping that this will work out, whether this is a friend, a romantic partner, or I don't know, even a business partner, right? But this is a feminine figure, and no matter how much you try to separate past experience from what you have with this person, it still keeps coming up. And I keep telling you guys in these readings from time to time, reminding you that the baseline of trusted relationships is the same for any type of relationship we have. And unfortunately, that means if you know, you've been let down, let's say in romantic partnerships by your partner, so at least you have that storyline in your head, then you won't be fully trusted, you know, other relationships either, or at least it will take a lot of time and, like, you know, a lot of trials and you know, events for people to prove themselves to you, which of course also isn't the recipe for success. For the future, we see Queen of Cups, 10 of Swords, 3 of Wands. So masculines, you're able to connect to the feminine energy on a different level, to see the tender and kind version of the feminine. And I don't mean version like they're gonna show you, they're gonna pretend for you. I mean that sometimes within the same person we can access different sides of their personality, and we usually access the side that vibrates on the same level with us. And if we are in that heartbreak vibration, there's a good chance that we'll see the side that will keep hurting us, right? To match that vibration. Especially if it got to the point where we have a predisposition, like a prejudice, that this is just how feminines are, they're gonna break your heart, they're gonna manipulate you, they have their agenda. So it's something here that you need to work with to put that to bed, to put that painful scenario to bed. Maybe it's about working with that specific event that hurt you so much, that broke you in a way, right? And reframing that and forgiving and asking for forgiveness, if anything, right? There are meditations for that. There are different modalities to heal that. And start building fresh, new relationships with intention of balance, of partnership, of respect, of trust, and whatever your non-negotiables are in that baseline trusted relationship. Okay, last but not least, let's see what the message is from masculines to feminines. I'm making this quick today, and I actually have a lot of things that I need to get done, but it's also good for you guys because readings lately have been quite lengthy. So let's see what the message is. We got one. Anything else? Oh, and by the way, also please don't forget to like the video, and if you're new, subscribe to my channel. This helps me circulate these messages with people who need to hear this. All right, got something else. You are everything I have ever wanted. I need to sort my life out first, clearly. And you outshine everyone. Beautiful. So for the feminines watching, you see, you continue to be that inspiration for divine masculine to figure things out, to have hope in life. I don't know. That was a that was a Freudian slip, but maybe for some at least. So keep shining your light. If you have a question what you should be doing, first, stop playing it safe. Say what works for you. Make sure that your intentions are known if that's the context, right? And keep shining your light. On this note, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and until next time,